Hello. So today we have a live series. We are doing a live series in Python, and this is for beginners, and then it's going from beginner levels to like from zero level to high level. So now, before I start, let me wait for one of my friends to join. I hope you like this uh, this tutorial, and it's gonna be quick. We are going to do this tutorial every Sunday and at the same hour. Um, I can also speak in Spanish, so este tutorial es en Python y este tutorial va a ser todos los domingos a esta hora, 10 o 12 minutos, y espero que le guste. Va a ser desde de nivel 1, de nivel 0 a un nivel alto en Python. Entonces esperemos que, que llegue nuestro nuevo compañero. So let's wait for our friend to come and join. So we are doing this tutorial on Python, and we are going to have a lot of fun. I'm waiting for one student to join and ready to have fun. You are invited to join too if you want to be in the call and send questions. Technical problems, I guess. For my friend to join so he can also participate in the video. Okay, so here we go. Hey, how's it going, Felipe?
Hi, good, thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. So are you ready for this new experience on
Yes,
learning Python?
yes,
Great. So the first thing, I'm going to share my screen, and then You will do the same as me.
Okay.
I want you to go to python.org,
Okay. I got it.
so I want you to click on download
Okay. Mm,
and download, and then you will click on Python 3.62
okay.
and wait until that gets downloaded.
Okay. Oh, it's done already.
Okay, so you can run install it.
Okay.
If you want, will you please wait? I wanted you to add it to the path already, but so you could use the command line. Yeah, cancel it. Yes,
Okay.
just right away. Close and then run again and check on the mark. So add Python 3.6 to the path. So
Okay.
and
And
then
install.
install now. Yeah, install now. Yeah.
It's gonna take some time before it's installed.
Okay. So in the meanwhile, I can tell you that Python is a high-level programming language and is interpreted. It was uh, created by a mathematician, uh, Guido van Rosen, and he it was in 1991.
And what do you mean by that is a high level programming language?
So it's very similar to English language. So it's not like there are different type, like there is low level programming languages and high level programming languages. The high level programming languages are those that have like is similar to human language, like uses English language kind of. You have like for loops and you have if statements, but let's say a low level programming language is the one that is kind of very hard to understand for the human. So they have a lot of, let's say, they use a lot of expressions and hexadecimals code for machine language. Let's say there is like they are using machine language and
Oh, so you mean
common
like
language.
zeros and ones?
Not it could it's like hexadecimal, so it's like instead of zeros and ones you have zeros and x's, and it's not like zeros and ones would be like binary numbers, like binary.
I see.
Binary is like, but it's not binary itself, is a hexadecimal.
I see. Okay, so I think it's almost finished.
Oh, that's
Um,
good. So
by the way,
mm-hmm.
what is the difference between 2.7 and 3.6?
Okay, so basically there are Python 2.7 and Python 3 and above, they are a little bit slight. It's a little bit different. Like for example, some of the difference is that the print statements, they have parentheses and uh, they don't have parentheses. While in Python 3 they have parentheses. They
I
use
see.
parentheses in there. Also, I have seen mostly that people use Python 2.7 when they're doing like networking. They're doing like servers and networking.
Okay,
I mhm.
so if I wanted to like run a server, I will be better using Python 2.7.
I mean, it wouldn't make a difference because everything that you have, everything that you do in Python 3 and above and 2.7 are actually um you can do the same server like you can do a Flask application for a server like if you want to do that.
Okay,
But
okay,
but
so
let's select.
the download is finished. I mean the
Oh, that's
installation.
cool. That's
Yeah,
great.
so do I just close it?
Yes, you can close that. Now, we are not going to use right now. We are not going to use Anaconda or Python charms. Charms is like it's good for education to learn as well. But we're not going to use that IDE. We're going to use the Python idle right now. Can you click on your can you search for Python, the Python shell,
Uh-huh.
not the shell, like the Python, not that one, the idle. Can you select the Python idle?
Yes.
Yes, let's good. So
Okay, so I believe that now I'm going to write my first line of Python code.
yes, so you know that in Python you can use those the same operators. Like if you put 4 plus, can you put 4 in there? 4 plus plus another number plus 3 or plus 1.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's fine.
you see that's the shell. You can try it out. You can also create a list. I can tell you later. So like you can also print. Right now this is 3 point 3 point
3.6.
and yeah, 6 and above. So also right now you can also print with a parenthesis in there. So if you put print, type print, and then put a parenthesis,
Okay. Oh, wow,
you
look at
open
that.
the quote. Yes.
Huh?
So you open quotes for if you want to print like a string and no numbers, or you put open the quotes. Sorry, my birds. I have birds.
Oh, I have
So
the train back there.
yeah. So now can you type like hello or something like that? So this
No.
is one of the main reasons. Yeah, that's my name. And then close the parentheses. And if you press enter in the shell,
Oh, hello, can you?
you can
Oh,
see
oh.
yeah the print statement. If you were using Python 2.7 right now, you wouldn't have to put a you wouldn't have to put like the parentheses in there. You would do print and then the quotes and whatever you wanted to put in the quotes.
Okay.
Also, if you want, let's do another print on the second and on the third line. Yeah, another print. So you put print and then put open parentheses and then open quotes. No quotes. Close the parentheses. If yeah, uh, not to close the parentheses. That will give you though. That will give you an empty line if you just print an empty parenthesis put in
Yes,
there.
there you
That will
go.
be give you empty line. Yeah, but I want you to do in the to do print
And,
open parenthesis open parenthesis.
okay.
So I wanted to put, I wanted to open quotes, put any string you want in there, like any word you want, like hi. And don't close. Okay, so now put a comma,
Okay.
and then that will separate. Put no, a number. Can you put like a number like 10 or something like that,
Uh-huh.
and then close the parentheses.
Okay.
So then
Enter.
you will, if you press enter, it says, I love bacon 10. Do you see like a little, like there is a space in there instead of it being together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the comma does that for you, right? But if
Yeah.
you were like in another language, do a print now.
Okay.
Open the quotes and put anything you want in there. Write anything you want. Yeah, now put a plus sign. What do you think the plus sign is going to do?
Okay, it's gonna add 10 to the end of the string.
Yeah, it's going to concatenate. That's called the plus sign in here is doing a concatenation, and it will do awesome 10 without spaces in there, right? So right now, because oh yeah, so you had to turn the 10. You had to turn the 10 into a string. So do it again.
Okay, so
So you can put a plus sign in there
closing.
and put another string. They have to be the same type.
Okay, so let me do.
You can put a 10 in there,
Huh?
but if you don't want to just, oh no, oh less than.
Okay,
Okay, yes, great. So, okay, great. So you're putting a little heart in there.
yeah, because
So
I think it's awesome. Oh no, even better.
yeah, okay. So there you're concatenated to a string. So they have to be the same type. But if you want, also, if you don't want to put another string, then you can put like str and put the.
Okay, you see now I see something strange. You see that it's not putting any spacing
No, there
here.
is no spaces because you concatenate it to the end of the string. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I can do something like Python is awesome, and now I end it plus is awesome too.
Good, great.
Hey, but for most of the same programming language, they require a semicolon in the end.
Yeah, but you don't need to have semicolons in the end in here. Though you need to have indentation. So now can you erase the semicolon in there?
Okay. And there you go. It's the spacing here.
Yeah, so now I want you to click on file.
Uh-huh.
Oh, by the way, also there are some built-in, don't click on file yet. There are some built-in uh built-in functions that you can use. Like you can get the square root of a number.
Okay,
But
okay, wait. How do I get the square root of a number?
well, right now this built-in you could use you can do you call the math that is QRT, and then you put in the number inside the square the built-in function in there. If you put math that the library math that sqrt.
Okay. You know that in my math class, I
Yeah.
learned that you cannot take the square root of a negative number. I'm wondering what this is going to do if I put negative 5. What do you think it's going to do? Well, this is a minus 5.
So
Do I just
thing
click on
is
enter?
that it might give you an error, or it might th-
Okay, no, no error to my computer. I'll do a perfect square, 25. A good number. So, okay, math is not defined.
because you gotta import it. So you gotta import math.
Okay, so how do I do it?
So import
Hmm?
math.
Oh, math, like this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a model name math. Do I have? hmm, Wait, do I
Okay.
have? Maybe I have to put it in. Um, because, oh yeah, now it worked. Yeah, because I was putting it in on capital. Okay, so now can I do math? Math. Uh, square root. Let's put 25.
25. Yeah. Or 64 in there.
Oh no. Um,
4. Ooh. Hey. Ew.
okay, 284. No, this.
Okay.
No, let's try a different number.
So now you're getting the square root of what number? Give me a perfect square, right? Why don't you write a perfect square in there? Put like a 64, a like the square root of 64, which is 8, Make
Mm,
sure you're
okay,
giving your
8.0.
mhm. So now I want you to click on file,
Okay,
and then you click on new file. Let's create a module. So click on new file. A module is a file that can contain methods. It can it can contain functions. It can contain different classes. It can contain multiple classes in there, or just commands that you want to put in there.
okay, so
So
here I put the lines of code for a program.
yes. So like, let's say if you don't want to put, like right now in here in this mod, in this function, in this file, you can put everything you were doing in there, and if you run it, then it will be on the shell. If you run it, you can run it in the shell. It will show on the shell in there. So so right now, but before so right now, if you put like print and print a statement in there, you can and put like hello world,
Okay,
and then if you click on run as a shell,
on the Python
Python
shell.
shell run. Uh-huh. So then it will show, but no, you had to run because you didn't run, you just call the Python shell. So run module F5, F5, run module. When you
Oh,
click on
okay,
run, the last one, the last option, yeah, and then save the module, the file, give
I'm
it the
gonna
name,
save
but the
it on
name
my
you
desktop.
yes, so you can save it wherever you want. Wait, but don't, you have to put a name, and the name final, put the end, and put a dot after the name that you chose,
So this is
py.
good.
Oh yeah, and then put that py, period py, and save.
Okay. Oh,
So
There
you
you
can
go.
see there, as you ran the module in there.
Yeah, it ran. And here I
Yeah,
got
so
my
now,
hello world.
yeah.
Now I'm
There-
officially a programmer, a Python programmer to be exactly, right?
So now let's continue working on the first Python PY, and I want to tell you about a more sophisticated way doing things. You don't want just to put a command there and just to run it just like one after the other. So why don't you uh, do a function? And in order for you to do a function, you have to, if you want to have the things available for you later on, so you create a function, and you create a function by putting uh, def, type in def
Mhm.
space and then the name of the function.
Okay, so I'm gonna name this the exploit function,
Yeah,
just because it's my name. I'm
okay,
gonna
good,
name
good.
it.
You should start always with functions. You should start with a lowercase.
Okay,
So as you have the x, oh, I have been good. Okay, so now you put a parenthesis. You open a parenthesis after the name of the function. In there, you can put uh, the parameters or that you want to pass. But right now, let's not pass any parameter. And you close the parenthesis, and then you put a colon.
um, column.
Column. So now you go to the next line.
So do I just click enter?
You press
Oh,
hit enter. Yeah, there's you should be always careful with the indentation. There is always an indentation. You have to be careful because the scope the scopes in Python are defined by the indentations, basically, mostly. Oh, so now in there you can put a print statement in there.
okay. So since this is the Lewis function, I'm going to put Louis says hello to you.
No semicolon.
Oh, is that I'm used to it.
So
Okay, so do
now
I
what
just
have
click on
uh
run?
sorry?
Do I just click on run? Save this in run?
Oh, press enter.
Okay.
And I want you to call your function outside of the function.
Um,
So
um,
in order for you to call the function, you put the name of the function
my name,
and you mhm.
my name, and then
Yes, your
just
name.
the parentheses.
Yes, yes. Now you run it. You can press F5
Okay,
if you want.
okay, to save. Oh, Louis says hello to you.
Yeah,
Well,
you see. But now also in here, in the same shell, can you please? No, no, no. Stay there. If you type Luis in lowercase and put the type Luis in there and put
parentheses?
the parentheses, yeah, and press enter.
Oh, so I can call it
You
from the
see?
shell too.
Yeah, you can use it more than one time by doing a function now, by having created a function.
Okay, so let me do five. What if I
Yeah, but
wanted to
now
do?
that you
What
did
if I wanted to
this,
do a million of this?
I would tell you. I would tell you, but that for that you will use a for loop or a loop or a while loop. Okay, so now let's go back to the file.
Okay.
So let's kind of ignore, erase the Luis, the call of your the call.
Okay.
Oh, don't erase it. Oh, okay. I want put it back again.
There you
So
go.
instead of erasing it, why don't you comment it? In order for you to do a comment in in Python, you put the pound sign. So put the pound sign in front of the thing that you want to be ignored. The you want the interpreter to ignore. Yes, now that will not be called. Your function will not be called. However, I want you now to create more functions. Create
Okay,
two more functions.
so you see now I'm going to create a sum. No, let's say, let's make a function with parameters called sum, and
Okay. Yes. So for a sum of two numbers, right? So you will need to have two variables. So two variables in there. Variables are like holders for values in there. So now why don't you create A and B, or like number one or number
I
two?
like
Number one.
P and Q. My
Okay, so you
math
want to have.
teacher is obsessed with P and Q, especially when they're capital.
Oh, you. I mean, I would put it in lowercase right now.
Yeah, but like my math teacher, he's obsessed with this. It's always P and Q. These are the variables.
That reminds me of logic, you know, P and Q and RC, RS.
Yeah, yeah, and more with PQR, the negation of P, negation of P, P conjuncting Q. Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty fun, right? So there, do you want to print the sum, or you just want to return the sum? Something with the function is that you have an input and an output. Sometimes you can have no outputs, but you do something inside the function. So like in math,
so
you
you
pass an input and you are expecting to receive an output. So that's why they have returns in, in
okay? So
grammar
this
language.
is like a math function. Like my teacher, he does f of x equals to
Yes,
2x plus.
yeah, that's what a function is. Something inside the function. You pass an input, and something magic happens inside the function, or an operation happens. It happens a function. So, so then why don't you wait? Don't do that. Don't print. Don't print there. So let's actually do a function returning a value. So just return the sum of that. So the put P plus Q.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to call it, yes, sum of
You can print outside. Yeah, print it. You can print it out. But
can you do the
I
sum
don't.
of this number?
Yeah, but then you won't know what the answer is right now unless you save it on a variable. So let's do this. Erase that.
Okay,
The leave it there. Leave it there. Copy. Cut it. Just cut it. Cut it. Like not to. Don't leave it there. Cut it.
got it. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I said
You
cut it.
mean
Like
commented?
cut and paste. No, I was meaning like cutting the cost and paste. Okay, but I was meaning like cutting and paste. But it's okay. So right now,
Okay, so let's do
right now
it.
I want you to create another function. Create another function.
Okay, so there,
In this function, I want you to. Do you have an idea for this function, or can I give you an idea?
okay, you can give me an idea.
I want you to call the two functions that you already created in this new function.
Okay, I'll do it. How do you want me to call it? I'm going to call it
Mm,
call. Can I put number in functions? Also,
yeah, you can put, but
I'm going to use camel case. Hmm. Okay, so let's see. Luis,
I want you, and
I
no,
guess.
actually, I want you to do a print statement that where you put together the two resort. No, actually, yes, call print. No, actually, call the first one. Call Luis, like you were doing. Call Luis, yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And now outside, no semicolon. Remember.
Hmm.
And next line, the next line, then do a print statement. So you will
Okay.
have the sum. You will call the sum. Hey, you know something? I don't want you to have the name sum. And can you change the name of that function? Call it like sum one or sum two or something like that.
Some two.
Okay, so call sum two, and you have to pass two arguments in there, right?
Yeah, I'll have to pass two numbers.
Yes.
Imagine if I try to sum a
Give you an error.
plus b.
Yes.
Uh, um, hopefully you can guess this one.
Very cool. Very easy
Yeah,
one.
because like a human will not be able to. Well,
Close the parentheses.
oh yeah, a human probably will not be able to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No,
there's.
there is a lot of humans that do that.
Hmm.
Yeah, you
Okay.
gotta see the competition that they do. So now outside, just go save it. Just save it and save that, and go to the mod. Wait, can you copy the name of that function of call to functions?
Hmm. Done.
Okay. So now run the shell. Yeah,
Okay.
Python shell.
Hmm.
Oh no, I didn't want it to. Right. Yeah. Okay. So great. So now call the function the last function that you created, which is called call to numbers, call to functions, and put the parentheses there and press enter.
Oh, what
So
is a
look.
huge number?
So there you call the functions that you created in the module of today. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So what is? I'm wondering what is this number here?
Those numbers are integers, right?
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
I want to. I think that it's better to make the video short, and I want to. Today we install. I want to make a little summary of what we did today. Today we installed the Python 3.62, 3.6.2, and we were interacting a little bit with the Python shell, and we use print statements. Yes, and we got the square root of some numbers, and we created um, functions. We created functions inside a module. You created your first module where you have three functions in there, and one of those functions was actually returning a value. Can you put back like the module where we were? Uh,
Just here.
yeah, so we were returning the sum of two numbers, and the others were using print statements. So tell me, Felipe, Luis, how I want you to. how do you find this today? It was fun?
Yeah, like I've dealt with some programming languages, and this is the first one that I find that is so simple and easy to learn.
Yes, that's why it's a high level programming language because it's similar to English, right?
Yeah, for example, here most of the programming language they require you to use a semicolon at the end. In Python, you don't
Mhm.
have to,
Mhm.
and it's very easy to make a function.
Yes, and I plan for you. I plan to teach you how to make a chatbot at the end of almost at the end of this workshop or a tutorial. If you would you like to learn how to create a chatbot uh, with actual text messages?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no,
So
we can do that.
that
It will
that
be
was
fun.
yeah, right.
Hmm.
So what else would you like to learn in Python?
Okay, you see, in most of the programming, this is something that I know. In a lot of programming language, a function that calls another function, I think it's called like recursion, just like we did in call to functions here.
Oh, actually, recursion is when a function calls itself. It's calling itself. So mostly you have a function, and then like you see in some too, like you
Okay,
will
let's do
have a
something.
function,
What do you think is going to happen in this case?
no semicolon at the end, but then
Okay. I think let's make
but then
a guess.
here,
Here, I think the function will go forever.
which is not good.
Yeah, but let's see what happens. Okay, so here I have to call it and oh, give me an error.
Mhm.
Call to function. See. Oh, I typed it wrong. That's why.
No, not there in your module.
Yes.
You're missing an S. Yeah.
Okay, so let's run it. The function will go forever if I do this. You see?
Which is not good. It might leak
Well,
your.
sometimes you want program to go forever.
Yeah, you
Like
can
let's
stop
say
them.
Google goes forever and ever.
So okay, so
I think this will
now
be it.
yes, because I want to continue and I will continue more in deep next Sunday. Every Sunday, this hour.
Okay.
And did you like it today?
Yes. Good job. High five.
High five. So I guess everybody have fun. I'm coming back next Sunday with a little tutorial of using Python, and we're gonna make it very fun. And it's going from zero to, so you don't have to know any programming. It's coming from zero to a high level, to zero level to high level. Okay, so goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye. Okay.